Flames, chaos, and fear. A tanker fire has left many in Ogun State feared dead, and answers are still burning in the smoke. That's the harrowing reality unfolding after a huge tanker fire in Ogun State, Nigeria, with multiple casualties feared and scenes of devastation across the site. Punch. The incident, what we know so far. On October 3, 2025, news broke that a tanker fire occurred somewhere in Ogun State, Nigeria, and that many people are feared dead. Punch. Details remain sketchy. The precise location, number of casualties, and exact cause are not fully confirmed. Local responders, eyewitnesses, and emergency agencies have been mobilized to the scene. Because information is still emerging, much of what we discuss here is based on initial reporting, eyewitness accounts, and standard patterns from similar incidents. Why tanker fires kill and destroy so fast? To understand the scale of danger, it helps to appreciate how a tanker fire unfolds. Fuel spill plus ignition equals explosion. A tanker typically carries a large volume of highly flammable petroleum product, gasoline, diesel, etc. If the tanker is compromised, crashes, leaks, overturns, fuel may spill. Any spark, static, friction, electrical, can ignite the vapor. The result often is a sudden explosion or flash fire, engulfing nearby people, vehicles, and structures. Crowd danger and fuel collection. In many Nigerian tanker accidents, curious bystanders or citizens attempt to scoop spilled fuel. This greatly increases death risk because fuel vapor is highly sensitive and fire can erupt without warning. Once ignited, victims near the spill are trapped, often unable to escape due to heat, traffic, or panic. Spread and secondary fires. A fire from tanker fuel can spread rapidly to nearby vehicles, buildings, trees, or secondary fuel containers. Traffic congestion can block escape routes, making casualties more likely. Given this dynamic, tanker fires in Nigeria have historically resulted in high death tolls, severe burns, and mass property damage. Context and precedents. Nigeria's tanker fire tragedies. This is not the first time Nigeria has witnessed deadly tanker fires. Looking back provides context. In Magia, Jigawa State, 2024, a fuel tanker exploded after overturning and spilling fuel. Over 200 people died, many trying to collect the spill. In Suleja, in 2025, a tanker explosion claimed nearly 100 lives and left dozens injured when people collected spilled fuel and a spark set off the blaze. These tragedies underscore a pattern: dangerous curiosity, weak safety buffers, and slow emergency response all combine into lethal consequences. The fallout: casualties, damage, and human toll. Though official numbers are pending, we can expect a recurring set of consequences. Human casualties. Many may be burned beyond recognition, making counting or identification difficult. Survivors may be in critical condition with severe burns, smoke inhalation, or trauma. Hospitals near the site will be overwhelmed, burn units stretched. Families and communities will suffer sudden loss and displacement. Property and infrastructure damage. Vehicles near the explosion likely destroyed or heavily damaged. Nearby homes, shops, and roadside structures may be gutted by fire. Roads may be shut down, traffic disrupted, emergency access hindered. Environmental impact. Fuel and chemical residues may pollute soil and water. Smoke can affect air quality, especially in nearby towns or settlements. Cleanup and restoration will be costly and slow. Why these incidents keep happening? A tanker fire in Ogun is tragic, but predictable given systemic gaps. 1. Poor road infrastructure and reckless transportation. Tankers often travel on bad roads, with overloading or speed increasing accident risk. 2. Insufficient safety protocols. Lack of proper escort, signage, hazard controls, or spill containment exacerbates risk. 3. Weak regulation and enforcement. Oversight on tankers, driver training, vehicle fitness, and transport rules are inconsistent. 4. Public behavior and risky response. When spills occur, locals risking lives by collecting fuel is a recurring but preventable factor. 5. Delayed emergency response. Slow arrival of fire services, ambulances, and rescue often means survivors are lost because help comes too late. What to watch as the story unfolds. Here are key developments to monitor in the coming hours and days. Official casualty and injury figures from state government, NEMA, FRSC, or local agencies. Cause investigation, whether mechanical failure, overloading, road defects, human error, or sabotage. Victim identification and rescue efforts, burn centers, morgues, relief for families. Government response and support, relief packages, compensation, regulation promises. Legal and policy implications. Will this reignite debate on safer tanker rules, stricter transport regulation, or criminal liability? Final thoughts. A tanker fire in Ogun that leaves many feared dead is more than a headline. It's a stark reminder of systemic failure. Each instance like this exposes vulnerabilities in road safety, emergency response, public behavior, and regulatory oversight in Nigeria. If even one life can be saved by stricter regulation, public education, or faster response, the tragedy should spur change. But real progress demands accountability, implementation, and public cooperation.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with fast, reliable news, don't forget to subscribe to Newsflash 360. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Your next headline is just seconds away.